Yeah, I'm currently in Patong Beach, Phuket, and I was supposed to do a lot of beach videos here, and I was supposed to do a lot of cool videos about Phuket town, Patong town. But every time I want to go out and do some shooting, this basically happens. The weather here is horrible and has been horrible for the last 2 weeks, and it doesn't seem to change for the next couple of days. It's some kind of weather phenomenon. The locals say it's some kind of storm that is trapped somewhere around Vietnam, and then we get all the rainfall here. And it kind of, like prevent you from doing beach things and all the things that you actually would like to do while you were in Phuket. So I'm not so sure whether I should make a beach video or if I should make a climate change video or something, but let's roll it. Welcome to Patong Beach, Phuket, Thailand. And believe it or not, I've been here for like 1 month. And I've been wanting to do a lot of different beach videos, nice water videos, some swimming, some snorkeling, some diving and all these things. Walking around, checking out Bangalore Road, the walking street with all the parties going on. But it's been very limited what I've been able to do here because the weather has been like very changing all the time, A little bit of rain and a little bit of sun, and then a lot of rain and a little bit of sun. And even more rain and a little bit of sun, so I've kind of been very limited in doing what I was supposed to do. But except for this rain front out there, I definitely hope the weather's gonna cover a little bit up now, clearing a little bit up, so we can get started making some cool videos from here, so you can get a better view on if this is a place worth visiting if you were a tourist. If it's worth visiting if you are a digital nomad, or if you just want to crush by, so no thank you, no thank you. That's one thing I learned the hard way about these chairs here at the beach. You can buy a beer up here, a big beer, big Chang beer, cost me like 200 baht. And then if I want to sit on the chair here, run by the place with the beer, then I have to pay another 100 baht, so that's like 300 baht. That's a little bit too steep, but with that being said, if you kind of flirt with the owner up there, if it's a woman and you can flirt a little bit, then you can get away only paying 200 baht for sitting here, and you don't have to pay the extra 100 baht. So that's a little tip in case you come to this very nice area of Patong Beach. So well, yeah, that's one thing that is actually very cool about this Patong Beach that I don't think is in the Karon and the Kata Beach and some of the other beaches around here, is that there's pretty much some life going on here 24 hours a day. Now it's like almost 6 o'clock in the evening, and you can see there's still a lot of people around here. You have all the boat activities, all the beach water activities going on still, and it just continue. And later on this evening, people are gonna come down here, having a little beer, having some good time with family and friends, and whatever they find at the bars and stuff like that. But still, it seems like a pretty cool thing here actually, that there's so much life going on here. That's probably one of the greatest things about Patong Beach here in Phuket, Thailand. Yeah, and before I was very positive about the weather, that it was not gonna rain, it was clearing up, and now here 5 minutes later already, you can see the rain. It's coming over there, and it looks like it's getting pretty much closer and closer, and the wind is catching up as well. There was one of the parasailing that was supposed to land right over there. He landed over there, and instead he was just like stuck in the earth, in the air, and they had to remove people and stuff like that in order for not to kill somebody. So the weather is very changeable here, and it's very unusual that this type of climate is going on here at this time of year. So So yeah, we just have to see what's gonna happen. So, but yeah, I came down here to do some video and to have a beer and yeah, to take a swim. Well, I'm still doing some video, and I might still have a beer, but I'm not so sure about the swimming. You know, I think I'm gonna postpone that project for tomorrow and not today. So we just have to to take it from there, I guess. So, but yeah, it is very unusual with this weather going on. Oh, yeah, look at that. And yeah, now really definitely start to catch up with both the winds and the rain coming here. So so what I thought was going to be a nice little dip in the ocean here is just turning into rain. But yeah, look over there, you know, it's just like crazy. Well, maybe we should have a beer anyway, you know. They can take the weather away, the weather from us. They can take all the nice water, sun, the ocean, but they can never take away the beers. So I think we're gonna find a beer somewhere. I don't know. It's but I guess that's pretty much Phuket in general. It's very touristic. Some people over there were fighting about the prices. Some guy didn't want to pay. Why, I don't know. Maybe he didn't get what he paid for. All this tourist thing, you know, it's but yeah, everything is pretty much wrapped up now. No more wave runner. Well, yeah, there's still some wave runners out there. Might not be the best idea, actually. I don't know. Well, I'm not the expert on the wave runner, so, but there's definitely not more parasailing right now. So, because for there's these people almost crashing into some other people here. So, but yeah, happy beach. What can you say? So, but yeah, guys, look at this. If you look up the mountain there, all the massage girls. If you look up the mountain there, you just see how much water it is up there, and it's likely to come down here. So yeah, we might get a little wet, you know. So one of the more tourist-friendly food markets around here, the Utop market here in Patong Beach, Phuket. And yeah, it's some of the food looks very delicious, but it is, you know, like more direct towards tourists, not so much local people. But it looks good. But yeah, as you can see, all the bars, and people are starting to come to the bars here. So it's not the most crazy place around here, this Utop bar market. The Bangla Road is way more energetic than here. Here's usually just a couple of guys sitting with who knows how many girls, and yeah, they do some play, some games, you know. And if you're not careful, it's gonna end up costing you quite a lot of money, because obviously you're gonna lose those games, and then you have to pay drinks, pay lady drinks, which means there's a fee on top of the drink price, you know. So instead of paying 100 baht for a beer, you end up paying 250 baht for whatever drink the lady wants. And these games is like, sometimes they do it this way that you suddenly end up playing against 3 other people working at that bar, you know. Ah, how much? 100 baht. There you go. Thank you. Chang beer. Good morning. You have a beach towel I can borrow? Now I'm gonna see if I can actually make it to the beach and go for a swim before it starts to rain. Yeah. Yeah, yesterday it actually ended up raining all evening, pouring down for hours, so it was very limited what you could do. I wanted to go and check out Bangalore Road and the night walking street, but yeah, it was just pouring down, so yeah, so that didn't happen. But anyway, now we are around 12 o'clock next morning, and it looks like the sun is shining so far, so so we're gonna head down to the beach, Patong Beach, and we're gonna go for a swim. But yeah, I guess this is the more quiet area of Patong Beach, more local, you know, small places, a lot of smaller hotels, guest houses, Airbnbs and stuff like that, where you can do some long-term rental around here. And yeah, there's like a tons of restaurants here that are open 24 hours a day, so so you don't worry about what time you eat anymore. You just go and eat when you're hungry, whether if it's like 2 in the morning or if it's like 10 o'clock in the evening. So it's kind of nice, but probably not so good for the belly fat, you know. So and yeah, as you can see, a lot of motorcycles and a lot of rental places where you can rent motorcycles around here. I think this street alone is like 200 meters. I think there are like 5 or 6 different places where you can rent a motorcycle or scooter. And of course you have all the massage places as well, one after the other, with all sorts of services offered. So, but most of them are actually just like regular massage, nothing hanky-panky there. So I guess this is the less beautiful part of town. There's a river here, doesn't look so so nice. And yeah, sometimes you see some animals crawling around down there. Not sure what kind of animal it is, but they are there. So but yeah, anyway, we are heading towards the beach, and we're gonna pass by this Utop market area where there's a lot of bars. They're probably closed now, and some food stands and some souvenir stores. We're gonna go by that area, then we're gonna get down to the Patong Beach. So and yeah, there is a lot of these bars here. I think there are like 30 or 50 or something in this area, but there's not so many customers. It seems like most people head down towards the Bangalore Road, walking street, and that area where there's even more bars and more nightlife going on. And yeah, weed place. There's a lot of weed places here, and for some reason it seems like they're pretty full, but not with tourists, more like local people. I see that a lot around here. Where other parts of Thailand, they were more like half empty and there were a couple of tourists inside them, but here it's like local people, and they seem like pretty busy. So Chang beer t-shirts, I actually consider buying one of those because it kind of looks cool, you know, and it's like real Thailand souvenir sort of, you know. No Buddha, no temples, just one of the local beers around here. So yeah. Yeah, so now we're down by one of the main roads here. If you're going to continue this way, you're going to end up down at the Bangalore Road area. And the other way towards Karan and the Kata Beach. But now we're heading this way down towards Patong Beach, and hopefully go for a swim. Unless it starts to rain again, of course. Definitely a more touristic area here. I believe it's some hotel with some stores inside, and a little bit more high-end cafes, restaurants and stuff like that. And the massage place with a lot of girls sitting and waiting outside to offering you a massage. And yeah, actually some of them are quite good. You do feel like you get a good body relief. The stronger ones, you know, some of them is a little bit petite, you know, so you really have to push hard in order for you to feel anything. But yeah, so probably choose one that is a little bit stronger if you want to go for it. So yeah, so now we're getting closer here. Seems like it's still early here at the beach. Not a lot of people down here. But yeah, it sure looks nice with the coastline here and all the trees and the mountain there, jungle landscape and everything. But Patong Beach is probably the best beach when it comes to social life, when it comes to things to do here, because there's always a lot of life here. But I think when it comes to sand quality and water quality, I think both Caron, Kata Beach are probably much better beaches compared to Patong Beach. The water here, looking at it, it looks kind of very murky, sandy, stuff like that. And yeah, usually when it's been raining so much as it is here, I wouldn't go in the water for at least 3 to 5 days due to the pollution. You know, everything gets slid down from the mountains and stuff like that right into the ocean. But I've been here for 1 month and I haven't been in the water here in Patong Beach yet, and I'm starting to run out of time here. So I think today I'm gonna take the chance and I'm gonna go in the water and hopefully not get sick or something. Looking from it here, it doesn't look that nice actually. It looks very sandy that you cannot see anything. So yeah, I guess a dead fish is a very good sign before you go in the water here. So so we just have to see what happens. So yeah, so now we are right here at Patong Beach, Phuket, Thailand, and we have to go in the water today, even if it looks a little dirty, because we've been here for 1 month and we haven't been in the water at the Patong Beach yet. So well, the bottom definitely feels sandy, but a little rough compared to Kata Beach that was very soft, very sandy. Here it's a little rough. Holy fuck. Goes right in the mid section of your body. And that's the part you don't want to get hit to start out with, you know. But yeah, as you can see, the water is not clear at all. I can see maybe 3 centimeters down. That's pretty much it. Then everything starts to become yeah. Then you cannot just see anything. Oh well, it kind of feels nice with this little shake off here in the morning. Getting some wave pounding in you. Maybe this type of massage is just as good as going with the ladies, with the Thai ladies massage. But yeah, look at this water. It looks like shit, to be honest. It doesn't look like the tourist brochures you see when you see these nice crystal clear beaches, including this one, the Patong Beach. You know, you see pictures of that one too. Completely clean, clear water. But honestly, this is the reality, at least today. This is how the water looks. Very murky, very dirty. But it's probably not dirty from pollution. It's probably more like the bottom sand that get screwed up in the water because of the waves and because of the current. I have to say that. But it doesn't look clean at all whatsoever. But yeah, I'm not sure this was a good idea, thinking about how much it rained last night. We don't know where all the water goes, if it goes straight into the ocean here or if they direct it somewhere else here. Well, now we are here, but I'm for sure going to take a long shower when I get back. You know, I don't want to get sick of this, so we'll see. But hopefully it's just the sand kind of creating this effect with the water, because this looks like. But now I'm here, now I've been in the water for at least 1 time, and I'm gonna go back to this, and we're gonna test out the water in a couple of days from now. Hopefully it gets a little bit better than this, because this is like shit, to be honest. This is not good at all. So yeah, also a lot of trash, you know, like plastic and stuff like that in the water here. How can you forget stuff like that at the beach? Kind of like, okay. Yeah, done deal. No more beach for tonight or for today. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to make it down here later because I have some meetings and stuff like that. So, but definitely gonna try to make it again tomorrow if the weather allows it, and else the next day as long as the weather allows it. Then we're gonna take a look at the water to see if it's the same quality or if it's improving over the next couple of days. That's one thing I would like to check out. Yeah, we are back here at the beach, Patong Beach, Phuket, Thailand, and I believe this is the third day in a row where we're gonna come down here. The first day we were not so lucky because it started raining, and the second day was yesterday, was earlier during the day, but we actually did manage to take a dip in the ocean, but we were a little bit disappointed over the water quality, so I decided to come back the next day to check the water quality one more time. So that's what we're gonna do right now. And now we're here a little bit later during the afternoon instead of earlier to check it out to see if it's actually better this time of day compared to coming here earlier during the day. So yeah, I'm sitting here at the beach relaxing a little bit before I'm gonna head into the water and enjoying a little beer here. I got it for 200 baht, which is a little expensive actually compared to the other day we went to Patong Beach where we got it for 140 baht. So apparently it's more expensive to buy beers at the beach here compared to Patong Beach. But then again, you know, the chairs here, the seats cost like 100 baht, and I said, okay, if I buy a beer, I'm gonna get the seat for free, and he said yes. So I guess it's basically a good deal. So I'm just gonna sit here for a little bit, enjoy my beer, and then I'm gonna hit the water. I have beer done, so now it's time to go to the water here, check out the quality of the water today to see if it's the same as yesterday or if it's actually better today. And it's important to notice that it hasn't been raining since 2 days ago now, so well, the bottom still feels nice for sure. But yeah, the color of the water looks a little, I don't know, not poo color, but green. In a bad way, green, sort of. But, well, at least people are having a lot of fun here, going into the water, so. And yeah, I cannot see my feet, or I cannot even see my knees from here. So yeah, sure, there's a lot of people right here. Maybe I should have found another spot. It's just packed with people right here in the water. So but yeah, let's check it here. You see, this is my hand, and I think it's a little bit more clear than yesterday, but compared to all the brochures you see, all the nice crystal clear water pictures you see, it's not even close to that, I would say. Actually it seems like there's a lot of organism in it. I don't think it's because of pollution. It's more you know, some plankton or something, some organism, and maybe it's just the season, maybe it's the waves, the current or something, I don't know. But it definitely does not live up to this idea about the beaches of Phuket. Oh well, when you're on vacation, you know, it really doesn't matter as long as you're able to go to the beach and the water is not too cold. And I'll actually say it feels a little bit too warm actually. It doesn't have this chilling effect you would expect going into the water on the beach. Especially not when the water is this kind of quality. It's not a good quality, I'm sorry to say, but it's really not. So take a look here. And yeah, there's definitely a lot of wave runners around here, but there are signs at the beach, places you can swim and places you should not swim, so that's a good thing. So I guess they're not coming here because there are quite a few people around here. You know, it's kind of destroy the moment of you being at the beach in an exotic place, you know, with all these people, but that's how it is. So I still have to promise you guys to actually dig under so you can see how the water is from down under. So I guess we better get that over with, so like right now. So out of the water here, and yeah, conclusion, very green, not that nice, doesn't live up to its promises about how the water is here normally. I don't know, maybe it's seasonal, maybe it's because of the rain, maybe some kind of climate thing, we don't know, but it doesn't live up to the what is promised, that for sure. But besides that, this is actually it's a pretty nice beach, pretty nice place. You know, a lot of things going on here, water activities, and you can sit here and hang, have a beer, coconut drink somebody's drinking, so that's nice. But the water, but yeah, we checked the water quality, and kind of the conclusion is that it's actually a little bit worse today than it was yesterday, right after the rain. So I guess if you want to go to Patong Beach, you should go for other reasons than actually going to the beach, or you should get some sort of transportation like a scooter, or be willing to pay what it costs to take a Grab and then go to the other beaches nearby here, because they seems to be a lot more better than this one. But yeah, we're going to check out what's called the Freedom Beach very soon to see if that's a better option than this one, and we're going to check out what else to do here in Patong. Because there are other things to do here, like for example the Bangla walking street, which we're gonna check out a little bit later to see if we can find something fun going on there. So let's hit it. So